他の人と一緒に冒険するのは久しぶりだ。行こうぜ。ベニー冒険団出発。
Testing audio 38, 37, 36. Looks like we're having issues. I'm going to be resetting the audio.
Benny 冒険団出発。
Okay, another test.
待ってるだけじゃダメって言うだろ。ま、運に恵まれない俺はどこに行っても同じだけどな。いってってってって、一体どこから。
Testing the audio again, the mic.
待ってるだけじゃダメって言うだろ。ま、運に恵まれない俺はどこに行っても同じだけどな。ベニー冒険団出発。待ってるだけじゃダメって言うだろ。ま、運に恵まれない俺はどこに行っても同じだけどな。いってってってって、一体どこから。
53, 52, 51.
ベニー冒険団出発。いってってってって、一体どこから。待ってるだけじゃダメって言うだろ。ま、運に恵まれない俺はどこに行っても同じだけどな。 体どこから。
Okay, hello. So, unfortunately, have been having technical issues.
ベニー冒険団出発。
But now it seems they're fixed. I don't know why, but my mic was doing a poor job earlier. But now the audio seems okay, so I guess I'll continue. Just a little late, I guess, by about a minute maybe. But anyway, so today I do plan on finishing up the event on Genshin Impact completely. Basically, I have done all the quests in the event, and I still do want to buy out the Hero's Wit. To be honest, I don't care that much about the Mora, but I might as well. And I don't think I'll bother with this for the Mystic Enhancement Ore. It's not that much trouble really to do that fight, and it doesn't cost resin. But still maybe more trouble than I want to bother with. But right now, one thing I did want to do, because it is at the end of the week right now, is that I have 9 hours to do this, complete 3 bounties, because I hadn't done any of my bounties yet. And I do want to... Oh, cool, now you can take pictures while flying and stuff. Neat. And yeah, so I've been doing Liyue bounties because I want to improve my... Oh, I see an not an animaculus, but a Geoculus. So that's one that I haven't collected yet, obviously, so time to get that. I know I'm still many, many away from getting all of it, but I am at level 9 now, so I just need one more level. It's just that that last level requires a lot. So I guess I haven't explored this area too much recently, or maybe at all, because this thing doesn't respawn. And if I'd ever done it, then it wouldn't be here. I do see a chest below this area too that I'll be getting. There's a challenge marker. I might check out the challenge marker actually, just to see what it is. If I fail, whatever, right? It's exquisite chest. Nice. It's primo gems. You know, if I fail, it's no big deal. Alright, reached 60 seconds. Oh, alright, it's one of these. These tend to be fairly easy. So we shall see how this one is. Where's the target anyway? Oh, it's over there. Oh, it's just a loop? Okay, that was easy. Yeah. It was just a loop, and not only that, a pretty easy one. To mark the work of our forebears, he left here 5 seals, setting them within pavilions. I think we need to use Geo to activate it. Yeah, that's one thing. I don't have a good Geo character. I guess the best one I have is the Traveler. And the second best is Noelle, who's not really built up. She was built up for early game, like up to AR20, 25, but now she's just not high enough level. Alright, so I guess there are seals around here that I should come back with the Geo Traveler to play around with. Oh. Oof. Damn, that was a nice shot. I thought I'd managed to avoid getting hit by them, but clearly that was not the case. But, maybe I'll just... yeah. Let's use that. burn them, and I'll use Barbara this to get some healing going. Oh, looks like I've already entered the bounty target's active territory, damn it. In that case, I need to hurry up, because stupidly, they only give you 10 minutes once you enter. Well, stupidly is not the right term, I guess, but frustratingly, annoyingly, it's just bad game design in my opinion, where this investigation part is done under time pressure. It makes it takes one of the game's strengths, which is the exploration, and turns it into a weakness, because now I'm exploring this smallish area, but still fairly large to be honest. And I don't have time to actually explore. It's more like I am trying to make a beeline for the enemy, because the time limit includes the time it takes to defeat the enemy, as well as, of course, to find the enemy. So there's the exploration just becomes much less fun. Oh, okay. Not bad. Very nearby. Alright. These guys shouldn't be too hard to kill quickly, but I did bring double fire, so... Alright. Tracks discovered. I don't have time for these guys. Oh, it's up there. Oh, looks like it's at the top of that rock, which I should be able to reach fairly easily. Oh, come on. There's a core lapis there. And then it's that way. Oh yeah, this is a good mining spot. I should make sure to come back here with Chongyan so that I can do some mining. Okay. Around here, wasn't it? Where is it? It's this way. Oh, there it is. I need to kill that. Oh, right. Not gonna do anything. Oh, hello, Nat. Hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday. Thank you for coming by. You can see I'm working on this bounty, and not a huge fan of the bounty missions, to be honest. But I do want to get through them before the end of the week. And the part that I do enjoy is the battle, where I actually fight the bad guy. But I don't like the investigation under time pressure. But 6 minutes should be plenty of time. So I don't think I quite caught what the what this bad guy's like specialties are, but here he is. Oh, come on. I also am not a big fan of having these buddies around here. That's annoying. Including freaking Abyss Mages. I hate Abyss Mages. God damn it. It's like, Ruin Guards they're not super tough, but they're tough enough. But having all of these mobs around too, including goddamn Abyss Mages? Ah. Maybe I should have cleared out this. Oh, and there's not just Abyss Mage, but some sort of... Where is it? Ah, there's the Leafy Green Mage. Okay. Shit! Oh, she's dead. Yeah, so as I was saying before, I'm not a huge fan of the bounties, and this is definitely one reason why. It's just not that fun when you have a time pressure and you have all these other enemies that you have to deal with, which are not part of the original challenge, but they just, if they happen to be there, you're just fucked, right? It's, okay.
今回は負けだよ。みんなを守るから。
But I'm kind of glad that this is being recorded because it's just such a clear example of what complete bullshit this is. It's like, seriously, they expect me to do this when there's 3 different of these big hilichurl enemies around that are, it seems basically impossible to not trigger based on it. So you basically have to know beforehand and clear out the area if you want to have any chance of doing it. Yeah, this is absolutely ridiculous.
みんな頑張ってね。健康よ、世の乱れを切り尽くせ。じっはっ。でや。はっ。元気出してよ。逃がさない。
Alright, that's one of the giant hilichurls down. Okay.
急がないと。
Oh.
急がないと。
Is this? Oh, I can't revive Amber yet. Alright, I actually might be able to pull this off. I'm gonna have to watch this on video afterwards just to see how I managed to do this, because this is absolutely nuts how many enemies there were. Alright, so you're doing well. Have fun seeing how long take the minimum to defeat the boss. 1 minute 18. Holy cow, that's really fast. I think the best I've ever done is 3 minutes. I've done 3 minutes and a second, I think. 3 minutes and 1 second. Less than a minute. I mean, yeah, unfortunately, 1 minute 18 to 1 minute's a pretty big gap, right? There were 4 golems and they gave you a lot of trouble. Yeah, the 4 ruin guards. You might be thinking of this area over here. There's an area here with at least 3. And holy cow, I can deal with 2 ruin guards okay, but 3 was just, I couldn't really handle it. But there was an area in there that you could do a choke point to actually abuse the AI to kill them all. Powerful AoE Q like Child or Zhongli. Yeah, do you mean it's not that hard? Yeah, I guess so. That's something I need to work on. I need to get better at. AoE damage. Like, the fact that someone like Sucrose can help you out by hurting enemies for you in one area so that you can do massive damage to them all at once. That's a dimension of the game that I haven't experimented that much with, and I imagine if I invest a little bit more time into doing it, I can probably get a lot better at the game. go.
そりゃ
Alright, he's dead. So yeah, a lot of rocks around here. Right here. 60 of them. So let me switch over to Chongyun. Oh yeah, almost AR50. Yeah, almost. I don't exactly know how it works, but it does say that I can ascend folks past level 80 once I hit AR50, so I'm expecting that to happen soon. But I don't know if I have to level up the world as well. I'm guessing not, because it only mentions the AR level. Or not AR level, AR, adventure rank. But maybe it'll require me to level up the world, in which case I'll probably wait a little bit. You're almost 51. Yeah, you don't know if you'll... Yeah, I don't think I will until I hit 51, definitely. It's hard to keep up for me. But I have gotten my team fairly strengthened, pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with some of what my team can do. And I'm really happy with my Bennett. Bennett really has been far better than I expected. Because I've heard he's good, but I never heard that he's like that good. But he seems that good, I will say. Alright, Geo Treasure Compass. So that could be useful, who knows. And the next one's the name card and recipe. So to be honest, I'm not too picky on which bounty. Invulnerable to pyro and cryo. Sword wielding. Okay. So I might do bounties in Mondstadt instead of Liyue. But maybe this week I'll just stick with Liyue. That's what I've been at. Okay, so the bounties here. Well, I actually kind of want to do this boss. I have been enjoying fighting this boss quite a bit. I will admit that. Is at first gave me a decent amount of trouble, and still does occasionally, but I do find it quite enjoyable. Oh really? The next world level doesn't offer better rewards, or like, I imagine it has to offer some better rewards, but maybe the amount it offers isn't like really that good enough? I would, You know, when you say that, that kind of makes sense to me. That it might be like that. That the amount of rewards that they give you as you progress, the amount of extra rewards they give you isn't really that much better. Because really, how much better can they give you the rewards? They're not gonna give you more primo gems for chests. And they're probably not gonna give you good artifacts on chests, in chests and stuff. So there's kind of a limit on how good those rewards can be. But that is unfortunate, in a way. I guess the main thing would be the wolf challenge, right? Because the wolf challenge, as far as I can tell, there's only one difficulty. And the difficulty is dependent on the world level you have. And
健康よ世の乱れを切
so
りつけ
my guess would be, of course, that the rewards they give you are dependent on.
冒険だ冒険
Oh,
Yep.
are dependent on, yeah, on the world level you have.
えっはあもう逃げ道はなついてこれるかなやっふっ
There are no better dungeons. Yeah. Looks like I didn't quite hit that one properly. Oh, ah, this one's far away. Shit.
ついてやっほっ
Oof, just made it.
バーバラ瞬く間にはっ我が剣よ影に従えやっほっ
いや全力攻撃
はっでや急がないと
Alright, now just gotta get its weak spot back. That
瞬く
works.
間にほっ
Oh, good, its weak spot is
やっぱ
back.
着中
Oh, gotta get out of there.
ピュンふんふん瞬く間にほっ
Uh,
行くわよ
the thing is very close to breaking. Come on.
大して
Yes, there we
行くわよ
go.
みんなを守るからね
Oh shit.
急がないと
No, I did not want to do that. No, shit. Ah,
我が
that's
剣よ
kind of
影
a
に従
wasted
え
turn, but actually might be able to kill it here.
全力攻撃だ
Ah, so close. I think Amber might be able to finish it off though. Can you do it?
瞬く間に
There we go. The other hand, interesting point, level 90 despite that. Sorry, I'm having a hard time parsing what you wrote. Boss is level 90, despite that I did not pass the world level, did not find it more complicated. Well, I'm not expecting it to get more complicated, right? It's just gonna get harder. Alright, got the hero switch. Let's see. So, 240 left. So I guess I just need 2 more runs of that. Probably not gonna bother with
急がない
that.
と
Let's see. I kind of wish when I played this single player, complicated to defeat them. Yeah. The boss is level 90. Is that a thing that unlocks, I guess, when you're level
行くわよ
50? So you get better rewards? But yeah, if you get better rewards with the bosses, it's not... That's really all you need, right? It doesn't really make that big a difference to get better rewards. In the world, like I said, there's just only so much that they can
元気出してよ
improve on that.
瞬くはっでやほっ健康よ世の乱れを切り尽くせ
And
もう
let's
逃
use
げ
her
道はない
Q,
よ
use his E,
冒険だ
good,
冒険
and
瞬くほっでややっはあ
yeah, I think that
みんながそばにいてくれるわ傷なんて
やっはあやっ瞬く間にはあやっはっふっ
good. I think I'm hitting it. Good, yep, I'm doing damage to its shield. Nice.
試合よし。はっ。我が剣よ影に従え。行け。ほっ。はっ。百発百中。はっ。でや。はっ。はっ。はあ。ほっ。でや。行こうよ。
Alright, this round's going pretty well, I will say.
行け。はっ。はっ。はっ。
Oh, shit. Let's get out of there, then
行こうよ。
do the smashy thing.
えっ。
Oh, is its weak spot activating? Yeah, oh, he's gonna smash. Good. Fine with that. Oops. Oh shit.
冒険だ冒
That
険
was bad. Oh, good.
バーバラ、
Nope.
行くよ。
みんなは俺が守れ。
我が剣よ影に従
I think it's time to play some defense here.
え。たまたまよ。元気出してよ。ピュン。陣営のごとく痛い。
Oh shit. Didn't
急がな
see
いと。
that one.
ほっ、急がないと。
There we go. Alright.
陣営のごとく。
Yeah, no worries. You know, it's okay. So 249. I think that might be my record now. That's less than 3 minutes. I think that's fine. You know, no worries. Yeah, you know, this is the internet. People aren't
ミュージック。
grading you on your writing abilities. Yeah, so I guess I need to run this just one more time, but I'll probably save that for some other time. Right now, actually, it occurs to me
冒
I
険
need
も商
to
売
do
も
some of
チャンス
those.
は一瞬なの。
So yeah, what I'll do is go over here and, or let me heal up first. I'll go over here and do that bounty. And then I'll, oh actually, this team's fine. Did recently get one of these Acquaint Fate thingies, so figure it might be worth it just to spend it. See what I get. Yeah, I could probably do it in 220 or less. Yeah, I think you're right. I probably could pull that off if I really tried hard. And especially if I set up the team a little properly. Now this is a banner that I actually do kind of want to wish on because I wouldn't mind getting extra NP levels on the 4 stars. I'm actually thinking I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and at least spend that one rainbow thingy. So didn't get anything, but I do have plenty of primo gems, which I don't know where those folks came from. But I don't think it's worth it to bother fighting them right now. Yeah, extra for Sucrose or Fischl is always a good idea, yeah. Yeah, especially since I've started actually using Fischl and Sucrose. But I think my Sucrose is still only NP1, as in C0. Oh, there's... Oh, right. There's Core Lapis here. Yeah, and Sucrose, if I could get just even one constellation for her, that would be pretty huge, because it gets her that extra second charge. And that makes a huge difference. Or at least I imagine it would. Not having my own Sucrose, who's C1 or more, I can only guess. But it seems pretty obvious that it would. Okay. This will take care of her.
本当にもう逃げ道は
牽引全氷よくも封印厳剣
そりゃ
Nice.
我が命を引き
みんなを守るから
Freeze her. The freeze works pretty well.
行けはあよっそりゃうさぎ伯爵じはっえい
我が命を引きたまえ
Keep freezing her, and that should be all she wrote pretty soon. There we go. 20% attack buff for official at C1 is also huge. Oh, nice. I think I do have her at C1, fortunately. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I pulled her, and of course I got the free copy of her during the event. Alright, so I wasted some time to kill her, but I did feel like it would be good to kill. Oh, wait, no, I can't. Oh, I'm underground, huh?
試合をしよ
It's not where I want to be, and I am wasting time. Maybe I should teleport somewhere else. I could teleport here. If you weren't so close to the soft pity, you would have rolled. Okay. Okay, so this might not be the best place to be either, but looks like it's probably somewhere nearby. You want to make me go downwards here. Oh, it's that whopper flower. Oh, I wanted to do an attack. Must have triggered hitting the top of that enemy
う元気出してよ
before I could press the attack button.
陣営のごとく
Okay, let's go.
急がないと
剣を入れよ龍豆たくさん
行けは
So I guess ice doesn't do much against these guys, but oh, water must be effective against the fire. Huh? So I guess when I'm dealing with fire, I shouldn't use ice, but rather, I guess water and electro is probably the best, given my team setup with Cheng being my main DPS. I am gonna have to fight the Electro boss quite a few more times now because I don't have many of the ascension items, and I do want to ascend Kaching to level 90 ASAP once I hit level 50. Or once I hit AR50, I should say. Jean is now first Bond 10 character. Nice. Yeah, my only Bond 10 character is actually Jean's little sister, Barbara. And that's because I use Barbara on basically every team I have. Because Barbara is the only real healer I have. So she's just on every team. So yeah, I reached Bond 10 with Barbara. Actually, if you look at my pause menu, that's Barbara's back thing. The notes with the music and everything. But yeah, that's the only one. I don't know who the next will be. I imagine it'll be most likely be Kacheng, but I haven't been keeping track. Oh, it's way over there. I see. Yeah, so I imagine Kacheng, Chongyun, or Amber could be, because I've used Amber a lot just because she's the only she's the only archer I had for such a long time. defeat you like 20 times to unlock level 90 for Razor and Fischl. Yeah. So yeah, for me it's Kaching and Fischl, but yeah, exactly. I'm gonna need to fight that dude at least 20 more times. And then I still have Beto,
急がないと。はっはっじえ
who is currently only at level 20. Bye.
急がないと。
Oh, 9, Child and Shangling. Okay, Razor and Fischl. Nice. Yeah, they've been with you since early on, haven't they?
自由のごとく。理解。は
I forgot their this guy's
ミュージック。
invol to fire it, so I should have brought Fischl instead of Amber.
瞬く間に。はっ
I might not be able to do damage fast
急がない
enough
と。
with this team. I wish I could change my team up.
理解よ。行け。はっはっほっ我が剣よ影に従え。
The water plus Electro might be the way to go.
そりゃ瞬く間に。はっはっそりゃよっほっ
1000.
理解よ。
Get 500k. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's something to think about, huh? I haven't had to worry about Mora for a while, but with level 80 to level 90 stuff coming up, that's yeah, a lot of
みんなを守るからね。
lot of Mora to spend as well as EXP.
えいは
So it's not just gonna be boss farming, right? It's gonna be
っ
plenty of
自由
EXP farming.
世の乱れを切り尽くせ。はっ
At least the event's been pretty generous. But the event can only go do so much.
瞬く間に。そりゃ
I am enjoying the FGO event quite a bit though. I like how it works. I fell behind a day on my Korean account, unfortunately. But I figured they design it so that even if you fall behind a day or two, you can complete the event.
急がないと。
The only thing probably is I can't reach all those, literally every single, what is it? Every single QP reward from the ladder, because I know after a certain point all you get are QP for every 500k or something. And you know, if I miss out on a few of those, that's not a big deal. It's just QP. Right, got the reputation board. I guess I'll do one last reputation reward so that I finish it by the end of the week. And I should do... Oh! Actually, before I do the next reputation battle, what I'll do is battle Tartaglia,
急がないと。
because I haven't done him yet this week. Now, so far, the past 2 weeks, I have failed to beat him at the hardest difficulty that I have available. So I'll give it another shot this week. But, I mean, we'll see how I do. And if I fail that first time, unless I come really close, I'll just go ahead and lower the difficulty. I've decided that yeah, my philosophy in playing this game is gonna be, if at any point I run into something that is too difficult, I'll just lower the difficulty level and accept the fewer rewards that I get and just be happy with that, instead of just pushing myself into yeah, trying to get the best possible reward. Now, this is not a bad team, but I think instead, I guess double fire here could be useful for the attack buff. But Fischl might be useful for damage. Let's try
皇女
that.
の名のもとに。
Begin preparation for the release of Ganyu. Oh yeah, you're gonna be pre-farming for Ganyu? Good luck with that. It's one nice thing about Genshin Impact is that you can pre-farm for 5 stars and know that you will get the 5-star guaranteed, even if you have to save up a lot for it.
本気を出して俺を楽しませてくれ。投稿も一つの選択だよ。俺は敗者に優しい
Whereas
からね。
FGO, there's a reason I never save up for 5 stars. And that's because there's no guarantee.
行くわよ。
チャンスだ。どこに行く？
間に
Oh, hello, Wood2611. Thank you for watching on YouTube.
急がないと。
Hope you're enjoying the stream and hope you're having a good Sunday.
行け。急がないと。
I don't know if you play Genshin Impact, but as you can see, I do, and I've been enjoying that quite a bit.
行け。
See.
はあ、急がないと。
So phase 1 for Tartaglia is not too bad, I think. I just need to be a little more defensive, I think. I find myself getting
健康よ。世の乱
too
れを切り裂
aggressive
せ。
at times,
瞬く間に。
and I take on a lot of damage.
成長したよ。
That's not good.
ミュージックスパーバラ行く。えい。
Oh,
もっと早く
oh
逃げ
come
た
on.
方がいい。
What? Okay, sorry, there was something that... Wow, something seriously went wrong there. Because the window just quit on me and... Yikes, Barbara taking that much damage. Yeah. So yeah, basically what happened was the window... I played this game windowed, and it switched to a different window, which meant I didn't accept any of my inputs.
らしくないね。
Oh,
まっこ
and of course when the game doesn't accept any of your
お嬢
inputs,
様の仰
it's
せのままに
kinda hard to avoid
答えな
damage.
さい。ジーッ。
もっと早く逃げた
Get
方
out
が
of
いい。
there.
逃がさない。
Oh,
みんなは俺が守れ。悪くないね。褒めてあげよう。
no. Alright, now's time to get some healing, I guess.
行け。は
But I also need to get my burst ready. And I need to learn
あ。急がないと。
learn his patterns
陣営のご
better.
とく。
That's one
急が
thing.
ないと。よっ。行け。
会議だけじゃダメだよ。
ミュージック
Shit, that hurt.
狂乱のごとく。
Oh
フ
wow.
ードと。
はっえいいや
Oh come on.
これはどうだい。
我が剣よ影に従
Alright, just managed to avoid that.
え陣営のごとく
Try going on the offensive a little bit, and it's pretty hard to do that.
やるじゃないか。
I need Barber to heal up. Shit. So, as I said before, I've never beaten Tartaglia in this difficulty.
潰すよ。
Oh shit. And I don't think I'm about to start now.
力が出なくて
Okay, I've lost my healer.
せい。どこを見てる？
健康よ世の乱れ
会議だ
を切り
けじゃダメだよ。
お嬢様の仰せ
Oh
お
shit.
嬢様
Okay, yeah. Looks like I'm gonna be moving it down one difficulty because this is not happening. Yeah. So funny, I feel like you just go one difficulty down and I have basically no trouble with it. I absolutely love fighting him, actually.
じは
But at this difficulty, I just can't really seem to handle him. Alright, at least I got to phase 3. But who knows how far I can make it on phase 3. Phase 3 is actually not particularly harder than phase 2, I would say. He probably hits harder. But one thing is, because I only face him once a week, I haven't quite accustomed myself to his moves, his moveset. Especially phase 3, because that's the phase that I see the least of course. We talk about our gorgeous Mashu. Oh yeah, so when I saw that, I was thinking, why is that not a costume? We need to have Mash in her yukata as a costume. It is quite fascinating to me that we didn't get that. As far as I can tell anyway. Maybe there is a costume later in the event for that. But yeah, that is so nice. And I do appreciate that we do get another sprite for Mosh. Because one of the things that I will say is a shame about the FGO storytelling and all that is that you only get one sprite. You get variations on one sprite, but it is one sprite ultimately per servant in the game. There's not literally. There are some servants I believe you get more than one, and Mosh is one of them, one of those exceptions. But the other ones basically you just get one sprite, which seems, to be honest, quite lazy. You think the third one's the easiest to defeat? Yeah, you might be right. I think once I get more practice on Childa, I think I'll probably have less trouble with his third phase. His third phase is definitely the one I have the least amount of practice with. And to be honest, his first phase doesn't have a whole lot going on, and I shouldn't be getting damaged, like, at all. So I need to focus on that. Instead of being so aggressive, I need to focus on avoiding damage in that first phase, because it's definitely doable. I can definitely beat the first phase without taking any damage if I really set my heart to it and worked on it. And I know that because I've done similarly in other boss battles. In other games with similar mechanics. Ooh, here's a shield. And I managed to do some damage on him too. Wow, I have no idea how I didn't take any damage there. That was somehow managed to dodge all that. I need to memorize his combo.
運が尽きたんだ
Shit.
バーバラ行くよ
Oh, he does the dash. Yep. Okay. Yeah. I've definitely memorized some of it,
みんなを
so
守
I'm
るからね
able to avoid some of the damage.
やあえい行け
Shit.
気を抜いた大
Ooh, no! What?
間違えたわ
Oh! I did not see that one coming. Holy shit. Okay.
みんな頑張ってね
会議だけじゃダメだよ冒険だ冒険
Here we go. You find Geo interesting? Oh, yeah, using the shield? That makes sense. Yeah. It seems like it'd be worth a shot. Well, thank you for the vote of confidence. I think I will too. I've generally had good success against him in this difficulty. It's just the other difficulty, the harder difficulty, I just,
行こうよ
for whatever reason, I can't seem to manage. Part of it might be that I'm just not used to his third phase quite as much because I haven't played it very much. But one thing I do love is that his third wave makes a lot of sense. It's not... His animations and his attacks and everything, they match up with the actual damage he does. So even the very first time I was playing it, I was able to figure it out and beat it. Oop, shit. Which, yeah, which is definitely a characteristic I love in a boss fight. Oh.
姿を見せよオズ行け
I'm not doing a whole lot of damage on him right now, though. I guess using fire probably works. Ooh, okay, gotta get away from him.
陣営のごとくはっよっ行こうよ 行け
Yeah, his attacks are fairly slow. More or less easy to see coming. And of course, now that I say that, that's when I start getting beaten up. Get out of there! No! Ah, I ran out of the dash. Shit.
行け健康よ世の乱れを切り尽くせ
うつけが
Oh shit.
黒き翼よ昼夜を切れるわ
Oh
け
no. Okay, I guess that her burst doesn't provide an invul.
ミュージックスタート
Okay.
逃げられると思うな
I'm gonna wait for Barbara's burst to be ready,
瞬く
and then revive and Official, I guess. And I guess I'll save Kaching's Q for the next time Chalda does that. Oh
急がない
shit.
と急がないとじっ
Managed to do okay. Oh shit.
砕けろ
Let's use Bennett a little more.
陣営のごとく
砕け散れ
陣営のごとくそりゃ
冒険だ冒険
Oh shit. That hurt. Oh no.
うつけが
Uh-oh.
健康よ世の乱れを切り尽くせ
That's That's why you saved that burst. No invincibility is official. Burst even against normal attacks. Yeah, I just noticed that recently. Oh no, she died. Okay. I should have been paying more attention, making sure she wasn't gonna die, but I think I can still manage to use Bennett as... Oh shit, that was bad. DPS in this case.
よし出発だ。
砕けろ。
Yeah, that's one thing I do love about Bennett. He's so flexible. He
砕け散れ。
can fit so many different roles.
冒険だ冒険。不運の連
Oh
鎖。
what?
断ち切れなかった。
Where did that come from? Okay.
みん
Yeah,
な
I
を
might
守
not
るからね。
beat this actually
逃げられ
at
ると
this
思うな。
rate. Oh shit, not that one, yep. Okay, I think it's best to let Fischl die at
この
this
世
point.
界もこの工場の居場所がないのかしら。
Let's use an item. Yeah, I think I've had to use healing items in the past too, so... Yeah, still not quite, oh, that's not the right... The shield. We're still not quite there yet on this, for this boss battle. I still haven't really figured him out. Or maybe I have, I just haven't figured out properly how to execute. Like, I need more practice on executing against this boss. Because the boss isn't all that hard, to be honest. His patterns,
バーバラ
not that complicated. And I kind of have a pretty good sense of it by now. But I'm still very clumsy, it seems, when it comes to executing. And I think that'll just come with practice.
我が剣よ影に従え。
There we go.
せっかく。
Oh, hello, Galaxy TTV. Thank you for coming by. Hope you're having a good Sunday. As you can see, I just finished beating Childe on... Nope, that's not good. That's not bad. Attack and crit rate. Oh, it's Monday for you? Okay. You must be somewhere east of me because I live in the United States. And I know Europe and Asia is right now Monday. Australia, oh neat. Even better. I've never been to Australia, but it's a place that I would like to visit one day. Yeah, the closest to Australia I've ever been is my home country of South Korea. But even from South Korea, Australia is actually fairly far. It's much closer from South Korea than it is from America, of course, but it's still fairly far. But I would love to see some animals from Australia. Let's see. Oh yeah, I should... What I'm gonna do now is start the new bounty, and then I'll go heal everyone. And then... Actually...
行くわよ。急
Yeah,
がな
I'm
いと
gonna。do a few more pulls. I'm gonna do pulls until I get another gold. Because I can definitely afford to. But I'm just gonna activate last bounty. Especially fierce. Ooh, nice, that should be. Nope. 여보세요. Okay, so you know some Korean, huh? Neat. Oh, could mean Austria, that's true.
やっと仕事の手配が終わったよ。
Let's see. A little? Yeah. Yeah, so that's what you would say if you picked up the phone. Oh, it's this area, so I could go here. How many rolls before the next 4-star? Not many. Something like 5 or 6, 7 maybe. Okay, everyone been healed. Oh, wrong one. I look at the history. So yeah, it's gonna be a Bennett was the last 4-star, so I still got something like 7. You need 2 more to get a 5-star? Holy cow. Yeah, you're that close to pity? Nice. Alright, so just go ahead and 1,600 and do I want Ganyu? Or you're asking Galaxy, okay. See. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull one at a time until I get the next gold. Even if it's a weapon, it's fine. But it's gonna be at most another 8 pulls, I think. Harbinger of Dawn. But one thing I'm really wanting is one of the 4-stars. The 4-star servants here. Another debate club. Because as long as I have over 28,800, I'll be fine. Although to be honest, having triple pity or quadruple pity would be nice too. That way I'm ready for 2 different 5-stars. Oh, you got Fischl? Yeah, Fischl's great, isn't she? She's a cutie pie. And she's quite useful too. Right. So it looks like I'm probably gonna get my 4-star as a pity because so far, look. 오늘은 어땠어? Well, today's been fine. I've played some video games with my roommate and played some FGO and played some Genshin Impact, as you can see. Yeah, had a pretty good Sunday. So let's see. I think the next one might be a 4-star at this rate. I'm not sure how many I've done, but we're getting really close to the 4-star. Oh, yep. I think that's a 4-star. Nice! It's another constellation on Fischl. Sweet. I'll take it. So I will admit, of all of them, I probably wanted Sucrose the most because I would have loved to get her first constellation on it, but a second constellation on Fischl, just fine by me. So I got 1 on him. Yeah, I got 0 on Sucrose. Yeah, sweet. So Fischl will be a little bit better, a little bit stronger, a little bit more useful for me. Now let's go complete the bounty, which is southwest of here. Yeah, C2's not bad, and you know, I imagine she'll probably be one of the servants that I'll eventually C7 or C6, I guess, because it's you need 7 copies, and the first constellation's on the second copy. Just because I've had her since fairly early on, and with all the pulls that I'll do eventually. Okay, walked right into that one. Oh wow, that hurt a lot. Oh come on, I don't like this ice. Switch. Ah. Okay, so normally I have very little trouble handling mobs here, but that's why I just went right to the middle. But yeah, these guys are definitely giving me more trouble than I expected.
バーバラ
And part of it is the Abyss Mages. I just absolutely hate the Abyss Mages.
みんなは俺が守れ。
夜の権限
No. Ah.
元気
Alright, let's start by just getting rid of that one Hilitrove. It should be not too hard. And that guy is... Oh, what?
間違えたわ
What just happened? I didn't mean to revive Kushing there. I don't know why that happened.
元気だ
お嬢様の仰せのままに。またか。またか。
よし、出発だ。冒険だ。
Oh man, the tracking on that thing.
断罪の
I
名
did
に
not realize it was that good. Wow. Ah,
私はもう一
god
度
damn it, I hate Abyss Mages.
冒険だ冒険。
Let me go around here this way.
みんな頑張ってね元気出してよよっ
And of course they stuck the two most annoying kinds of Abyss Mages right next to each other. Which are water and ice.
行くよ
Especially when they're together. Yeah. Ah, come on. This.
よし、出発だ。
バーバラ行くよ
To go over here, get out of their field of view. Oh, shit. Oh, come on. There's a guy here. Oh, what? Oh no, the Abyss Mages are gonna get their HP filled back again. That's annoying.
不運の連鎖を
What?
断ち切れなかった。
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. They didn't even attack me. They didn't even attack me. They just got up close to me and that was enough to kill. Yeah, it's gonna take over a minute before I can respawn my other servants. In the meanwhile, I'm just gonna have to rely on her to do all the damage.
よっはっはっよっえい
Yeah, I absolutely also hate the interface for respawning a servant after they're dead. It is kind of bullshit that it doesn't pause, but rather forces you into this menu where pressing circle or X triggers something. Need to stay out of their field of view. About 30 seconds. Ah.
みんなを守るからねはっほっほっはっえいえい
even its HP up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. Man, this Abyss Mage is also super tanky. You can see just how much HP he has even after I destroyed his shield. God. Oh, come on. It is also, I will say, complete bullshit that the Abyss Mage's bubble travels through walls, because there's no way for me to avoid that, because it just comes right from the other side of a wall, and that's it. I just get hit by the bubble, right? Yeah, that Abyss Mage now has full HP, but let me kill this guy. Alright, get rid of that guy. Where's the other Abyss Mage? So now watch, I bet a bubble's gonna come out. Yeah, see? There's no way for me to know that that's coming unless I, well, saw it before and knew that the Abyss Mage would be attacking me that way. It really is very poor design. Alright. Oh, come on. See, again, the bubble, which I had no way to know that that was coming. Oh, and of course it activated the revive. See, I wanted to revive Kaching, but then it decided to revive Fischl, because of course it has circle and X as the auto buttons. When in real time, when you select, and why are there two Water Abyss Mages now here? This is, yeah. God damn. Alright, it's back to just Barb again, so she's gonna have to survive for another minute and 15 seconds. Because let me promise you one thing, if this stream takes another 24 hours for me to defeat all these Abyss Mages, naturally, it's gonna last another 24 hours. I'm just gonna take that long. Yeah, that going through walls, complete bullshit. Right, 40 something seconds. So unfortunately, Barbara can't do jack against that shield. Oh, the shield just gonna... Yeah, unfortunately I also can't have Barbara run away too far, because then they'll just respawn. Right, so I do have Barbara's burst ready. So Barbara and Kaching actually should be able to handle them just fine. It's just that when their attacks go through walls and shit, it just, yeah, just doesn't work. Man, they're so tanky. Yeah. So tanky. They have so much HP, just unnecessarily so. Okay, got them. them. Alright, almost there.
行け
This guy's
行くわよ
not dead.
そりゃ行けディア瞬く間にディア逃
There
が
we
さ
go.
ない瞬く間にほっやっほっふっはあ元気出
Let's
せよ
use Electro Charge.
ディア陣営のごとく
Alright, there we go. So yeah, I will say part of the reason this fight was so annoying was the interface they use for respawning using revival items. See how when I select a servant who is dead, instead of pausing the game, it doesn't pause, first of all, and second, it immediately goes to this menu where circle and X do specific things. But the thing is, circle and X are general combat buttons that you're using when you're fighting. So it's, it's natural to press one of the buttons for one of the servants and then end up just like accidentally pressing one of the buttons to either revive or cancel revive.
行くわよ
That's definitely one of the sticking points for me as one incredibly poor game design that still persists in this version of the game at 1.2.
行くわよよっふっ
Yeah, quite frankly, it's confusing just how bad that design is because almost every other part of the game, in terms of how a third-person action game is supposed to be designed, it's best in its class. It definitely takes some of the best features of other similar third-person action games and
元気出してよ
does just an amazing job of it, incorporates it. But here, not only is this that respawn menu, is it clunky, it's unique. No other game uses something like that. It's not like they were copying off of a bad game. It's that they just purposefully decided to create this utterly terrible UI system for reviving. And yeah, again, I just don't understand why they so failed at that.
よし
But again, I hope they fix it.
陣ふっほっディア
Okay.
逃がさない
Yeah, Zhongli. Yeah, I don't have Zhongli myself, of course, but
瞬く間に
from what I've heard, he is really great. So yeah, I would say Galaxy since Zhongli is a 5-star,
全力攻撃だ
he's probably somebody you can get a lot out of. Oh right, he'll even get a buff too, right? I forgot about that. That makes him even better. Alright, so let's go find this bounty. That the enemy's gonna be extra weak to Electro, so pitching will of course come in useful. This direction. See a plant. Oh, it's here. I see a plant slime over there. Oh, I see the destination.
急がないと
Looks like some
Ikayo.
Elytrals over there.
ミュージックじふっふんディア行くわよ
Care of that. And this way. I thought there was a chest here. Got it. Actually, while I'm at it, I think I might be able to... Oh, wow, I got a lot of these. Alright, so I won't be able to send her for a while because Kaching's gonna be using those electro mats first, but you should be getting them after that. Let's see what I want to do. Oh yeah, revive fish. Shield enemies will have 20% debuff for elemental. Wow. Yeah, because currently Zhongli's not bad at all, right? And now they're gonna turn him into even more of a shield beast, I guess. He's all about the shields,
元気出せ
or
よ
all about the shield and the pillars,
自衛のごとく
and
逃がさない
also freezing the enemies, or not freezing, what do you call it? Turning them into stone. 신이 가장 좋아하는 한국인은 무엇입니까? 네테오 코치? So, So you just asked me who's my favorite
世の乱れ
Korean?
を切り尽くせ
So I don't know, like I don't really follow Korean celebrities and stuff, so unfortunately I don't have much of an answer for you there. I guess, I mean, I don't really listen to K-pop or anything, but I do like those girl groups. I like watching them dance. They're very good at dancing. Oh, did you mean Korean food? Korean food, I guess. My personal favorite Korean food would be kampungi. No worries. You know, you're trying to write in a foreign language, so it's you know, it's normal to make mistakes. Nothing to apologize for. But my favorite Korean food is probably something called kampungi, which is a fried chicken dish with a certain mix of... So it's breaded and fried, and it's a mix of spices made with pepper, garlic, onion, sesame oil, and sesame seeds, I think. Yeah. It's crunchy, and it's, yeah, probably my favorite Korean food. It's great. Yeah, I agree. Thanks. I'm glad you like it too. So kampungi is probably my favorite, but you know, I do like a lot of Korean food. You know, the most normal traditional Korean food is of course kimchi, and I like kimchi just fine. Oh, I should use more resin. And
詩を作りたくなった
oh, 된장국.
行こうよ
된장국 is something I like a lot, which is a type of stew made with tofu and a thing called doenjang, which is a kind of bean paste. It's got a very, I don't know. It's hard to describe the taste, I guess. It's got a bit of an umami flavor, maybe. I think that's what I've heard. It's another one that I like a lot. Alright, so I got 40 resin left, which is enough for a boss. So I think I will do this boss, because I need to beat that boss a hell of a lot of times to ascend my Kaching and Fischl. And behind Fischl, actually, I have
すごいな
Beidou as my next lightning character. So I got plenty of reasons to fight this lightning boss. Oh, looks like there's a random event? No. There's some sort of random event here. Might as well do it for the rewards. AR43, okay, that's pretty nice. I do appreciate how much longer each AR takes as you get higher level. It would have been... I wouldn't have liked it if going from AR40 to 50 was going to be as quick as going from 30 to 40. That beta noises. Yeah, right? It's funny to think beta was one of the very first 4 stars I pulled. And out of the first, she's the one I liked the most. But sadly, because of Kacheng, she got sidelined. Because if I didn't pull Kacheng, most likely Beta would have been my main DPS, now that I think about it. Yours is also very sad too, yeah. Poor Beta. But she's such a fine looking woman, I'll say that. And that's the kind of woman I like, rather than someone like Barbara or Chi-Chi. Oh, that said, I like Kacheng quite a bit. I love Kacheng's design. And I will say, I like the slim figure on Kacheng. Beto's quite... You get a lot of women in Beto, which I appreciate, don't get me wrong. But I think the slim figure of Kacheng is more to my liking. Push comes to shove. Oh, you need to finish leveling up Sucrose level and Chi-Chi. Oh. Bennett and Chi-Chi. Yeah. I did hear Beto's just not all that great as like a DPS. Like she can be made to work just like any other servant, but she's not all that great. Have I had Korean barbecue? Yeah, I've definitely had Korean barbecue plenty of times. Growing up in Korea, of course, I had it all the time, and I've had it in America too. Yeah, where they have the grill right at the table, right? And the way I do it, I like kalbi and I like bulgogi, both of them quite a bit. But kalbi on Korean barbecue, right? I like having that and then putting it on rice with some gochujang or some kimchi and wrapping it in lettuce. Yeah, I think that's generally a good, for me, that's one of my favorite, like, ooh, that was bad. Simple Korean barbecue dishes. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that to anyone if who haven't tried it. That's one of the simplest Korean dishes that is also likely to be to your palate. Because if you like meat and if you like spices, like kalbi is probably gonna be just fine for you. Yeah, it's a good Korean dish. I would say a lot of Westerners, it's a good one that fits their palates a lot, I think. Looks great as a DPS support with her Q and second DPS. Yeah, actually, you might be right, because she provides that shield, right? And she can basically charge up based on getting hit by the enemy, which is an interesting ability. One that, to be honest, when I play most action games, I don't enjoy shields very much. But when there is a shield ability, I like the ones where it's about timing the defense so that you do a perfect guard, so to speak, against the enemy's attack. And you can use that for your own advantage. And that's something I do enjoy. Oh shit. Oh no. Just barely managed to get out. Alright, there we go. found I've had to be a lot more careful when I'm doing this with the PS4 controller because my aim with using the controller is definitely nowhere near as good as using the mouse. Alright, GG. Gladiator's Destiny attack. Crit rate, crit damage. I'm not liking the HP and the defense, but overall that's not too bad. Arrow of Thunder. Alright, so that means I need to get 11 more of those. But I also got this. I'm actually not sure what the Crimson Wish is, but I'm not going to be making wishes just for these points. The main challenges. Raise the Frostbearing tree to level 8. Oh. I should make sure to do that. But anyway. Okay, so I've used up all that. I guess what I'll do before I switch over to FGO is do one last run of this boss, because why not? I've enjoyed fighting this boss quite a bit, and I still have stuff in the shop to purchase, so it'll be worth it to do so. And got Amber. And it doesn't cost any resin, so basically free. It just takes time. It doesn't take that much time. I've gotten fairly good at it. I've beaten it in under 3 minutes now. I can go higher than level 22 this one? Okay, sorry, I'll have to check that after. Do this efficiently. Do that. Water with Electro tends to work fairly well. Oh, that. That. Where's that? Okay, there it is. Get out of there and get some protection. And let's snipe at this guy. See how much damage I can do when I'm hiding here. Nice. And let's use water with Electro. And then... yeah. So now his weak spot down here should appear soonish, but it will still take a little bit. So yeah, this is where I don't think I really can beat it in less than, well, 1 minute, or even, I might be able to do it in less than 2, but it'll be a bit of a stretch. But I think I can pull off sub 3 this run. Use that. And then let's use... Ooh, shit. That hurt. There we go. There we go. With just some optimization, I could do sub 2. You might be right. I just got 225. So that's definitely the fastest run I've had. Yeah, I don't need a lot after I stun it the second time. Yeah, I think you're right. But 225 I'm pretty happy with. That's pretty good. But anyway, I've now bought out this. If I do this, I'll probably do that off stream because, yeah. To be honest, I don't feel like Mystic Enhancement ore is that valuable, but yeah. Almost event clear, correct? And basically, I've bought out this shop, I bought out this shop, and Mystic Enhancement ore. I'm missing out 5 of them. Not really that big a deal. And I have cleared all the other quests, but I do need to raise the tree level. Actually, I'm kind of curious about this, about the tree level, because the tree level has generally been kind of similar to... Also, I should quit this. It's been generally pretty similar to not the teleport waypoints, but the statues of the 7. You're still 94%? Well, I'm nowhere near 94%, so I think you're doing fine. So... offer. See how high it goes for me. Maybe we can offer another 10. You're on 6%. So you're at the exact opposite end, huh? Yeah. Oh, I'll get some rolls? Oh yeah, it looks like I will. I'll go ahead and spend those now then if I... Yeah, because again, those Acquaint Fates, there's no real point saving them up in my opinion. Alright, so I guess I'm at 59% basically. Oh, there was a diagram. Cool. That's nice. It's called an Acquaint Fate and an Intertwined Fate. So yeah, I want to get it up to 8, huh? So I just need to collect another 11 for that. Oh, I also got another AR, huh? Yeah, thank you for reminding me, Galaxy TV. I just noticed because the game forcibly showed me right up ahead. Yeah, now I imagine for a while we'll probably be 1 level apart or at the same level. I doubt we'll ever get to 2 levels apart again because they're so far apart now. Okay, so I'm at AR50 now. Does that mean that it's gonna allow me to ascend? Yes. So as long as I collect the materials, I can ascend. Excellent. And I can do that without leveling up the world. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to farm for these more of these mats over the next few weeks, but okay, great. I'm actually pretty happy about hitting AR50. But anyway, I guess I'll switch my stream info over to Fate Go, because that is what I will be switching over to. I want to do some pulls on my Korean account. Oh, and I also get the... Oh, my 3 rolls. Thank you for reminding me. I'll go ahead and do those now. But let me, okay. Okay, so I have switched over the description, but before I do that, I will do those pulls. Is those or the intertwined fates? I'll save those for now. I'll probably do some pulls some other time on this banner. Still got over a week remaining, but these I might as well just spend now. I almost hit the soft pity, so why not Jean? Hey, it's possible, right? Let's see. So, oh no, this is from, as you can see, 12/31/2020, so it hasn't been updated with today's rolls. I don't know how long it takes for them to update, but we'll see. Okay, so this one's a 3-star. Slingshot. I don't need more of those. Oh, 1 hour? Okay. Thank you. I didn't know that at all. 1 hour for it to update, huh? Another 3-star. Black Tassel. I might be able to use one of those. Alright. Last pull on Genshin Impact for tonight. Let's see. Oh, it's another 3-star. Oh well. Sharpshooter's Oath. So, you know, that went about as well as I expected. But that's okay. I won't be doing any pulls
休むことも
using
大事だ
that.
けど、気を抜きすぎてはダメよ。
But, oh, just having some issues with my video. Why isn't that?
ふむふむ。
Ah, there it is. Okay. Apologies for the brief little blackout, but now it is up. Ah, yeah, Fujino. Oh yeah, she is up here, huh? So let's see. Of course, just like in NA, in Korea, this event started right on New Year's, and in Korea, it's something like 14 hours ahead. Now, I wanted to wait for this particular
い
day
らっしゃいだね、マスターくん。
with
地道に
only
コツコツやる？それとも盛大にリソースを使うのかな？
Finn McCool on raid up because Tamamo Cat happens to be somebody I already have NP5, despite not once having pulled for her on purpose. So, I didn't want
我なが
another copy of her because I've actually gotten 6 copies of her. So I've used one of her copies as a rare prism already. Oh, Galaxy, you've never seen this game? Well, so maybe that just means you're not as big of a loser nerd, anime nerd like I am, because this is, yeah, like Nat says, this is the game that I probably play the most on stream, and yeah, this is a game called Fate Grand Order, and it's a gacha game, a lot like Genshin Impact. In fact, there's a lot of similarities between those two games, but this one's turn-based and it's an RPG. Well, I guess Genshin Impact's also an RPG, an action RPG, but this one's much more of a feels more traditional and turn-based. Oh, hello, good evening, Wave Master. Thank you for coming by. Yep. Yeah, they're very different in your opinion. Well, fair enough. They are in terms of gameplay very different, but I feel like in terms of they're both gacha games, and maybe that's what makes them similar in my eyes. And I just don't have as much experience in gacha games, but they both have that feature where you're farming stuff to level up skills or talents on your servants, and you have you have the equivalent of gems in Genshin Impact, and you have the equivalent of pieces and monuments in Genshin Impact. I feel like there's a lot of similarity in translation, but again, that might just be the fact that they're both gacha games, and that's something you see in a lot of gacha games. But anyway, I wanted to do 20 rolls here at least, and I think I'll stick with St. Quartz because I want to, for the guaranteed 4-star CE. And if I get, actually, I'm kind of curious what my NP level on this guy is, because I know I have him. Yeah, Vengeance Smash. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, honestly, doing 20 pulls on each, so he's NP1. On each of them, I'm not really, not expecting anything. But I might do more than 20. But yeah, let's see what I get. I really, really want BeniEnma. She's so cute, and her skills are... Oh, on my Korean account, which ones did I get? Are you asking me? Because, yeah, I'm the only one who uses a Korean account that I know of. Yeah, I got Proto Arthur and Raiko. Yep, exactly. So the first one was Proto Arthur, and I was very disappointed initially. But then I was like, oh, I could get 2 5-stars. It's a possibility. And the next one right after was Raiko. Now I do have Raiko on my NA account. Yeah, so my NA account was a different one. I got double assassins, basically. I got Semiramis as my first 5-star, and then I got Cleo, which was kind of nuts, getting double 5-star in both my NA and KR. So, I have absolutely zero complaints about my gacha luck so far this year. Not getting BeniEnma, which so far I haven't gotten BeniEnma, and so far this 10-pull doesn't look good. That's, even if I don't get BeniEnma, it's still gonna be just fine. Yeah, you like Semi a lot as waifu? Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not that enamored with her design. I like her elf ears, and I like her eyes, and I got 3 of these CEs now. I'm definitely gonna be able to max limit break it, and still have enough for like the bonus and everything. But anyway, yeah, I like her face, and I like her ears. Okay, it's a minimum. But I'm not a huge fan of her dress. That said, I like the midriff that she has on her final ascension. It's pretty nice. I just find the color scheme on her dress to be a little plain. Okay, so that was not a good 10-pull, but hope springs eternal, as I like to say. So let's do another 10-pull. Let's see how I'm feeling after that. I might do some tickets. Because I do really, really like BeniEnma, but she isn't really waifu for me. So I think going too much more than 20 pulls for her, especially given just the gauntlet we're facing this year with great 5-star servants. It's better to save. Feel you'll get her? Well, thank you for the optimism. We'll see. It's gacha has a way of fooling us with feelings, making us think it'll be on the next one when it isn't. Anyway, this might be another bare minimum with Innocent Maiden as my only gold, but we'll see. There was a long pause on that, but of course pause doesn't mean anything. Not in my experience. It's a caster. Yep, it's a silver caster. Another fairly long pause, but again. Okay. It's not a bare minimum. But man, not even a single event CE out of 3 4-star CEs that I've gotten so far. Not a single one of them was. Oh, that's a double-sided. It's a saber. Oh my god. It's a saber. That's gold. Oh, I haven't gotten a double-sided in a while. Yes. Oh my god. Okay, Nat, you've just earned a hell of a lot of credibility from me. Next time you tell me that you feel like I'm gonna get something, I'm gonna believe you 100%, because you were just correct right now. And oh my god. Yeah, I didn't see that one coming, and all of a sudden this turned into a kingly, I will say, temple, not a godly one, but
閻魔帝にようこそ。歓迎するでち、お客様。ではないのでちね。サーバントセイバー。下切りスズメのベニエンマ。ここでご奉仕する運びとなりました。今後ともよろしくでち。
my goodness. Yeah, so maybe it's not quite kingly, but getting 4 gold cards out of 10 on a 10 pull, that's very rare in my experience. It's 3 is not that rare, but 4, and one of them being a 5-star servant. Yeah, this is truly one of the best, well, maybe not one of like the top best, but certainly up there. One of the better 10 pulls I've had. Just from the fact that it is a 5-star servant and 3 other gold cards. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you've been very lucky in your gacha this year, right? And to be honest, so have I, and so has Wavemaster, it seems. So looks like we've got a pretty lucky group so far this year. But we'll see. We all know how fickle gacha can be. And yeah, I mean, it's a great start, definitely. Just getting so many 5-stars, so many new 5-stars. The only one that I'm even slightly disappointed by is Proto Arthur. And even with Proto Arthur, I figure he'll have his uses. Basically, I'll be able to use him to eat Bond as a farming 5-star AoE saber instead of Artoria, I guess. Even though Artoria is a better servant for that. I figure I'll be able to save Artoria for tougher ones. And he'll be able to use... I'll be able to use his niche against giant enemies somehow, I guess. I'll have to do something about these gold foes. Someone. And I'll use them all in BeniEnma. So, yeah, let's see. Jean d'Arc Alter is on raid up when? In like 3 days or something? Right, I think it's still a bit more. So, just gotta hope that good luck sticks around at least until then, right? Oh, 2 more days, I see, yep. Yeah, Jalter. She is, BeniEnma is so cute. But, yeah, Jalter, I feel like... I don't think she's gotten a buff since her original release. Not that I can remember. And She certainly dropped off a bit compared to when she first came out, but I think to this day she's still one of the top. Well, maybe she's no longer one of the top, but she's certainly a fantastic single target damage dealer to this day, in my opinion. Even though she doesn't have class advantage, those buster crits that she can do. Yeah, or Tuesday night for me. I see, Wednesday. Okay. So yeah, 2 or 3 days in any case. Not too long.
ようこそ
It's like buster crits never go out of style, right? I guess I'll use these at going from level 80 to 90. And yeah, to this day, using Merlin with a Buster Crit servant along with Mosh, I mean, that's generally still a winning formula.
羽が
It's more like Scotty and I'm guessing Castoria really allow for super quick finishes
羽
and super consistent finishes maybe. But Merlin with Jalter, and especially since you recently got a brand new Merlin of your own, right? I don't think you had Merlin on your account, as far as I know. So that's that's pretty fantastic. Getting Merlin and then
ここは
you know,
カルデア
hopefully
デチか
Jalter.
らねいつまでも狼姿ではいられませんこの服は極卒になった時閻魔王からいただいたものふふどうでち凛々しいでちか
Yeah, her voice actress is super cute. Or at least her voice actress's voice is super cute. I actually don't know who her voice actress is or what she looks like. Oh, Misaki. That's not a name that rings a bell for me. But because I haven't paid too much attention to anime in a while, there are probably a good number of recent voice actors and actresses who have entered the industry over the last 5 or so years that
チュチュン
I don't really know.
あまり
Yeah,
変わらない
Merlin
の
just
で
increased the
す
strength
ね
of your team so much. Yeah, Merlin has a way of doing that, right?
残念でち
He's basically there. If you can find a team
そろ
that
そろクエスト
wouldn't become better by swapping one of the servants with Merlin, that's a very unusual team you found. He is the OG. Well, actually no. Waver is the OG broken servant, I guess. It's arguable whether or not Waver's broken, but Waver's the OG, I guess, and then there's Merlin. And now we've got more like Scotty, and I guess Shiwangdi would be up there. And Castoria and JP, of course. To take it little like he's so powerful, but now that you have him, you want to play with him. Yeah, right. Well, see, on my NA account, for the longest time, I did not have Waver, but I had Merlin. So I used Merlin for farming, right? Because he has that 20% NP charge for everyone, and his buffs are super useful. Being able to, like, he's great for challenge quests, of course, but for farming too, he has all 3 of his skills are very useful for farming because even the second skill increases your crit star drop rate. So it's not always useful, to be honest, but when you do use it, if you need crits on, say, the 3rd turn, you can use it on the 2nd turn to make more crit stars. I actually remember I used that during the Christmas event last year, I think, the Christmas in the Underworld, because you needed to get crits on the 3rd turn to kind of consistently kill that 400k enemy. Most of the time use double Scotty with Bradamante. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that works, right? To be honest, I didn't quite have good luck using double Scotty with my Bradamante. No, well, I could make it work. But Bradamante it felt like just had a slightly too little NP
ベ
gain
ニエンマ完全武装でちサイの河原の鬼たちに
to
恐れられ
to
た
cycle.
縦横無尽の立ちさばき極楽法越のご奉仕をお見せしましょう
And it was for that reason I decided to use a team of
我ながらいい調整だ惚れ惚れしちゃう
a team of Bradamante and Lancer Jalter. Yeah, Lancer Jalter Lily. Because of course they both have damage buffs and they both have 20% NP charges. Wow, she looks so cool now? Yeah, right? To be honest, I thought she looked cool from the beginning, but this has game... Ooh, I guess that's one kind of big difference FGO has compared to Genshin Impact, which is that the servants that you pull, which in Genshin Impact they're just characters, I guess, as you ascend them, as you level them up and ascend them, they actually change their costume slightly. There are very few servants that actually completely transform what they look like from beginning to end. Yeah, she looks kind of simple here, right? Like a cuck, and now she looks super flowery, or not flowery, feathery. Other characters, some are incredible. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm always gonna be proud of... Wait. Or... This one... Like Musashi... on this account, right? So she starts off fairly simple, but she gets more and more, and max ascension, you get this. And she's my pride and joy. Level 100, 2000, 2000. Unfortunately not NP5, but I have no plans on NP5ing any 5-star servant in this game. Because just the amount of money it would require is insane, and I'm not even a whale, not anymore in this game. Yeah, everyone loves Musashi, right? It's actually recently I watched a YouTube video chronicling the life story of Miyamoto Musashi, or the life history, the biography. And to be honest, the way it was told, it sounded a bit like he was a cheat. That he came into fame for killing people who were famous swordsmen, but he would basically ambush them or kill them while they were talking, which is something that I noticed Musashi in this game does, right? She does that multiple times at various points in the game where two characters are just talking to each other and then she suddenly attacks without warning. And I really like that about her. And I guess that's based on the historical Musashi, the real one. Ooh, I did not know that that was her full ascension art. That is nice. Look at those thighs.
これはあちきを育ててくれたことへのせめてものお礼閻魔帝には及ばない小さな迷いがでちが精一杯おもてなしさせていただくでち
Oh. Yeah, so... Oh, and you got the birds, the little birdies hangs out with. Nice. Actually, who did the illustration? Harada Takehito. I think that's a Type Moon artist, actually. The name doesn't really ring a bell, or I feel like it rings a very dusty bell that I might have heard of at some point, but it's not one that stands out to me. But I think that's that might be a Type Moon artist. Collect all the 2 stacks. I think we're getting close to getting all the 2 stacks out from the lottery. Okay, yeah. I think that's all the 2 stacks. Oh, I should also, at this point, start using the 5-star members. Kind of divide up the odds because I don't want to go all in on a single roll, basically. To get that precious super suck / great suck. I wonder what her skill materials are going to be like. I am kind of dreading that a little. Oh, you need to go? Oh, I see. Well, good night. And thank you again for coming by, Nat. And like I said, I will never doubt you. Well, I won't doubt you until the next time you get it wrong on the gacha. But next time, I will trust your judgment. Good luck on your college and everything, dude. Yeah, you know, obviously that's way more important than FGO or Genshin Impact, so I respect that. I have work myself tomorrow, but it is still fairly early here, so I'm not gonna go to bed for a little bit. Let's see, let me take out some of these 3 stacks. Oh, there's a 2 stack here. Yeah, so at this point, I've also got plenty of room in my present box, I guess. Alright, one last attempt at getting super suck using those big ass hammers. Yes, she did give me a super suck. Always nice when a servant finishes you off with a super suck, I like to say. Okay, so her, I'll go ahead and mark that. And now, I believe her 3rd skill is probably the one to level up to 10 immediately because the NP charge scales with the skill level, from what I can tell. Goes from 10% to 20%, I believe. I'll have to double check before I fully commit. But for now, looks like I have the materials to at least 666 her without any trouble, and even 777. Let's see what the mats she'll need for 8. Oh yeah, can't 888 her quite yet. Now her first skill is the one that provides a crit damage buff. So the first skill is fairly important, I'd say, just for making her do more damage. But I think push comes to shove, I think it's more important to get her NP charge skill up. That 20% NP charge for everyone is a rare enough skill. To be honest, 20% charge for anyone other than yourself is a rare enough skill. Like, how many servants really have that? First skill is crit plus dodge, 2nd is defense down, 3rd is attack up plus charge. Oh, okay, the 3rd one is attack up as well as charge. In that case, that's a no-brainer. 3rd one is definitely the one to prioritize getting up to 10. Thank you for the reminder, because yeah, I didn't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, 777 should be just fine for now. And I think this event actually... Yeah, one thing I do appreciate is I think FGO does provide those, tends to provide mats that match the event servant for the event. So, even though it is, I do feel a little bit of shame in that she is not 10-10-10, I will put her on my friends list because people will still be able to use her. Okay, I can definitely max limit break. But yeah, people will still be able to take advantage of her for the event drops and all that. Ooh, great suck.
そろそろクエス
And
トに
maybe what I'll just do is put the max limit broken one on her, because that way if people want to maximize the drops for that specific one, yeah, they can go to her. Excellent. So now I guess what I'll do is just use up the rest of my AP. Oh, we must have passed by a shit.
一日
I
お疲れ
think
様でした
I've fallen behind a
ゆっ
little
くり
again
休む
on
といいですよ
my FGO KR. But like I said earlier, I think they've designed it with enough slack
アイ
that
テムを集めてきま
even if I fail at
感
getting
謝の気持
everything,
ちは
what
お
I'll be
客様の
missing
満
are
足度で
basically
変
some
わるもの
QP
今はこんなところですね
at the end.
今はこんなところですね今はこんなところですね
And missing out on some QP is ultimately not that
今
big a
はこんな
deal.
ところですね今はこんなところですね今は
Also,
こ
I
んなと
kind
こ
of
ろです
wish
ね
this was more like the traditional ladder where I can take all of those at once
お
instead
正
of
月につき
having to do them a little at a time like that. That's, or one at a time, really. Not exactly the best design. Oh, and I'm also, I'm getting this weird bug, and I don't know if it's BlueStacks or if it's the FGO Korean app, but it makes me think it's neither of those because, to be honest, I've actually gotten this bug in my NA account on my phone as well, but it's happened much more rarely, which is sometimes during this event, the button presses don't seem to, it doesn't register. It was the case in JP as well? Oh. So you say it's normal as in it's expected, and but it's not normal in that this is just a bug in the game design, huh? That they never fixed? Because I can't imagine that they did this on purpose. Oh, it's because of how they implemented the time gate? Huh. Okay. So yeah, I've just had to, every time that happens, I've had to basically close the app and restart and it works. And, you know, it's not, ultimately it's not that big a deal. I lose a little bit of time, but not that much. Okay, so I actually don't know what's behind these, like what enemies are here, but... Oh, after you complete any quest, the game checks the server's time? Huh. I wonder if that means if I just wait a little, then it should be fine, and I'm just not being patient enough. Yeah, so I'm not sure what enemy this is. Looks like there's a lot of optional friend servants I can take. Your phone's local time is a different day number than the server's day number. Oh, yikes. Yeah, so seems like game was written with the in the say. Huh, that's an interesting assumption. I will say that's an interesting assumption they decided to make. Okay. Oh, among all the NA people playing in JP. Okay. I'm just imagining, you know, even Japanese people, they sometimes like to travel and they might like playing their phone game when they're traveling. But, okay. Yeah. Alright, I guess I'll take this team, which is probably going to be strong enough to handle whatever berserkers are there. I can probably fix it by setting the phone state to Korea. I might try that. Yeah, or time zone. Yeah, I get what you mean. I might try that. I'll probably try it off stream if I do. But thank you for the advice. That's could do it because you know I play on an emulator, and the only thing I have on this emulator is FGO basically, and so it doesn't really matter what the time zone or the time is. Oh, okay. NA server is either PS3 or UTC. Okay. So for NA, that could be something I use to fix. in JP, setting it to JP fixed it.
示弾
いいと思う。
送電します
Excellent. This is very good information.
そうです。
Actually, yeah, if I finish this quest and it freezes, then maybe I'll just go ahead and try
いいと思う。
switching the time zone on this BlueStacks to Korea time and see if it does
そうで
anything.
す。
And that way too, I'll have Korea time just right on hand on this emulator. Okay, so this is we got 8 more enemies left.
勤務ズバッと勤務時間ですね
So yeah, I think I did this fight on my Korean account and it wasn't
ダブル
really hard.
ダイナミックおう来いアーバロン
It's definitely not the equivalent of a boss fight, I think. Yeah, I think it was saying level 70. Alright, I need to kill this guy. So let's use Merlin's NP. Could use the Buster Chain. Yeah, it's...
バンカーボルトリロードしばしお
Yeah, I
待ちを
think people have enough HP right now so that I don't need to use
君の道行きを信
Merlin's
じよう。
NP quite yet.
さあ、行きなさい。
はい勤務時間ですね装
Try
填しま
that.
す
Mosh
照準
doing Buster. Ooh, nice.
ダブル
I didn't quite expect her to outright kill with one shot, even with the hero creation and her own buff. Because she has no class advantage against berserkers. Let's use her.
エーテル勤務時間ですね
So Mosh will get her NP up. MHXX will
控え
get
めに行
her
って本気を出し
NP
ます
close to up.
最果ての光を
Well, no,
私に
probably not
ボーナ
close
ス
to
を
up, but she'll get a
セイバ
decent
ーシ
refund.
スレシダブル X ダイナミック
And Merlin will be able to use his Charisma next turn for extra NP. And MHXX also has a 30% NP charge of her own. So, yeah, she's gonna be close. Let's see. Attack.
王の
おめでな
話をす
勤務時
るとする。
間ですね疑似リンク開始
Not sure if that was the right enemy to target, but to be honest,
そ
it
こは
doesn't
壁も
matter
な
too
く城もなく
much.
国すらない始まりの空。
Either way, it's only
魂
one
のあり
hit.
かを見せようか。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
神明凍結展開これは多くの道多くの願いを受けた幻想の城こうせよモールドキャメロットは
I wonder when they'll give Mosh the full NP5 treatment in JP. From what I understand, JP still has NP3 on her,
こ
which
の
just
辺りいじっ
seems
た方がいいんじゃないか。
kinda ridiculous after all these years. Not even NP4? Unless I'm mistaken. But even so,
ズバッとい
she's sort of... I feel like at this point she is more the mascot character of FGO than
ダブル
Artoria is. Even though Artoria is the one on the app icon. Because Mosh is the one servant everyone has. They use her in so much promotional material.
バンカーボルトリロード示弾はい示弾
Instead of using
装
the
填
Arts
します
chain, I'm gonna try using her Brave chain here to see how much damage she
捉えま
can
した
do.
ブーストストラバーニ
Oh
ャ
nice, the crit
突撃し
helped
ます
a lot.
確実に
So now the one at the way back I should be able to kill on this turn fairly easily. Okay, I'll try that. The arts chain's unnecessary. I don't think I'll be able to get MHXX's NP up to 200% before I use it. But I liked that 90% crit chance, and a 90% crit chance on an arts, I think the expected value of that is actually better than a 30% crit chance on a buster. I'm not sure. I'll have to do the math, but actually probably not. Because if the buster crits, that's a huge extra bonus, and even at 30% chance. But you still have a 70% chance it's not going to crit. Okay, so there's only 2 enemies left. Go ahead and buff the hell out of her. I think with more crit stars. Ah, okay, that didn't work out. I was hoping that even with the crit star drop or crit star focus debuff, the extra stars would overpower it, but it didn't. She ended up with fewer stars. But the Brave Chain might be enough to take care of it. And in retrospect, I guess I should have brought Hokusai. I think she would have been a better servant for this quest. And actually, it occurs to me I should have also brought oh, come on. I don't have a single card for MHXX, and she's the only one with Pierce Invul or Sure Hit or anything like that. But yeah, I should have brought BeniEnma because, of course, she is an event servant. Wait, did Merlin's attack remove that? And unfortunately my command code for that has the sure hit on it is on a buster card that belongs to Heracles. I figured that, you know, a guaranteed sure hit card, you know, that's useful obviously, but it's not gonna be useful that often. But I figured that Heracles, who is usually being depended on to do last man standing duty, if he has one card that has sure hit, that could help make a difference for dealing with enemies that have dodges in those situations. Alright, so now I don't know what to expect here at all. But it says level 80. So let's try bringing these. So if there's a berserker, I can handle them. If there's a non-berserker, Ku can handle that. And this, so yeah, I'm expecting this to be somewhat harder. Guda Onsen story. Okay, so this is gonna be in the onsen somehow, I guess, and it'll probably involve Nobu or Okita, maybe. Yeah, Nobu. Ooh-ha-ha-ha-ha. Happy New Year. Yes. Oh man, I'm just still feeling so like ecstatic from the fact that I got Cleo, who is one of the very, very few Kugimiya Rie characters in this game. Because, I mean, who doesn't love Kugimiya Rie? Well, to be honest, probably a lot of people. But I love Kugimiya Rie, and that's really what matters. Okay, so that's interesting. We get a bit of fun with stuns here. Let's go ahead and lower his crit chance. let's
バンカー
buff
ボ
her
ルト
Buster.
リロード。はい
Got a
気は
4
スパ
turn
ッと
cooldown
切るで
after
ち
all. And just
照
go for
準
straight damage
や
against
ら
the
れましたお仕
Berserker.
事でちごめん
Buster should do a good amount. Nice.
引くやつを蹴るあれ
Ooh, nice. The stun missed on
夢のような
BeniEnma. So we basically get a free turn here because pretty sure I'll be able to kill
お望みのまいいとも
Hijikata outright in this turn. Ooh, I didn't expect Merlin to do the job, but I guess the double double attack buff makes a huge difference on him. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use this on now because it does provide that 20% NP
王
charge,
の話をすると
which
し
is
よう
super useful. And I believe that command code on that second card of hers will
星の内
provide
に
her
物
with
見の腕
a damage cut. I don't remember how big the damage cut is, but it's not a bad amount. And if she gets targeted because of the taunt, well, the damage cut will of course help.
もう一発いけ
さよ
Yeah, imagine how much more damage that would have done. Would have done 3 times as much as if you add 3x of the
頑張れ
the
スパ
damage
気は
cut
乗ら
amount.
ないのでちが
Okay, so I think I can count on BeniEnma to
ごめん
kill him, yeah, with the Brave Chain. And she does get her NP
円
up.
弱抜刀術多くの
I am quite glad that I got BeniEnma on my Korean account. Even though I will admit my Korean account is kind of stacked when it comes to single target sabers. With NP2 Narrow Bride, NP2 Musashi, NP2 Summer Fran, and NP2 Rama. So I probably could have used her more on my NA account. But my Korean account is the one that has... let's use her Brave Chain. Actually... Yeah, my Korean account is the one that has
示談装填します
what is it? Tamamo. And Tamamo, of course,
神明
just
凍結展開
goes well with any
こ
art
れは多
servant.
くの道多くの願いを受けた幻想の城
BeniEnma, of course, is an art servant.
モールだキャメロット
And I'm looking forward to finding out a little more
突
about
撃します
which enemies BeniEnma has attack buff against. Because that's another major feature of her. Oh shit. I could use that to remove her debuff, but I think it's worth saving. So I'll just try to do straight up
お望みの
damage.
ままに
照準あいたられました
そうこっちのが得意でね
Nice, Buster crit. So now I think I can have BeniEnma use her NP on the alter ego. Yep. And
折檻の時間で頑張るでち気はのスパッと切るでち
actually, I'm a little worried she might not be able to do 33k neutral damage.
そこのけそこのけエンマが通る
I just have to hope
スズメの
that
沙汰も味次第
Okita Alter has
さ
some
しす
sort
せそ
of
からやり直すでち
attributes that makes her.
Go
Oof.
man.
Okay, yeah. So, that's funny. It's weird how FGO has been so buggy lately, like I've talked about earlier in the stream. It just suddenly crashed and now it's starting over. Okay, damn it. I guess I'll just have to do that turn over again and who knows, maybe make some different decisions that might be favorable to me. Yeah, just this game has a way of crashing at certain moments. But anyway, after I do that, I'll be able to take care of both Okita Alter and MHX. damage if it loads. And yeah, I'm guessing actually, so yeah, if current Korea time, of course, is tomorrow right now. So once I finish this quest, I'm guessing it's gonna freeze again. So after that, I'll try changing the time on my emulator. Alright, so this time I'll do it this way, and I'm quite sure she'll be able to kill Okita Alter.
スズメ改め灯籠流し命は取りませんでちが
I
その
did
二枚
get
塚は許
worried
しま
when I
せん
didn't see the
つづ
overkill,
らの道行き
but there's no overkill here, but that last hit could have been the one that took it. Yep,
お仕事で
nice.
円弱抜
Alright,
刀
so
術
good.
奥義の道開いた
Excellent. Alright, so now we just have this berserker to deal with. Okay, we do have a brave chain, but I think I will use Merlin's
王の話をすると
NP and the arts chain, and this will help get both Masha's and BeniEnma's NPs up.
星の宇宙に物見のウテナ楽園の端から君に聞かせよう罪なき者のみ通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン
お仕事でたわけも
Nice. So, I was thinking of using BeniEnma's NP. Yeah, I will use BeniEnma's NP
いいぞ
引き分け
because
のないお客様でちね
it'll take a little bit to charge it back up, but we will get almost 40% for free from her skill and from Merlin's skill.
命は取りません
So that'll help. And I do want to get rid of that berserker ASAP, basically.
これにて
Even though she's not too much of a threat, just a straight crit on Merlin could have been annoying. I mean, still would have handled it okay, I guess, but rather go into the finale here with... Oh, okay, so we do have an archer. Yeah. Saber against the archer is gonna be pretty troublesome. For that reason, maybe it'll be good to start off by using Masha's NP.
バンカーボルトリロード頑張る以前のようにはいきませんが気は乗ら
Yeah,
ない
that'll
の
be
で
a
ちが
combination of damage and defense. I guess I want to get rid of Okita
凍結
first
展開
and
こ
let
れは多くの道
I'll
多くの
let
願いを受け
um,
た幻想の城
Guda Guda girl, what's
モ
her
ール
name?
だキャメロッ
Uh,
トごめん
Nobu. I'll let Nobu NP and I'll defend against it with Merlin's invul. And not good cards again.
お土産
Let's
は
reduce
こ
the
ちら
crit
です
chance. Oh, I should have attacked Nobu. It's not that big a deal, but
照準
I think
捉えまし
when
た
I don't have BeniEnma cards, it makes sense
突撃し
to
ますここで
attack Nobu because, of course, BeniEnma has class disadvantage against Nobu.
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか
Yeah, let's go for damage here.
照準
It's too bad
捉えました
I didn't have BeniEnma. Well, it's too bad that BeniEnma was stunned there. I could have used stun what is it? Debuff removal. That would have worked, but I figured I want to save that for when Merlin might need to use his invul. Because if they stun Merlin right when Nobu's about to NP, then I'd be kind of fucked. Alright, so I'm confident I can get BeniEnma's NP up next turn.
気は乗らないので
So I'll
王
go
様
for
のままに
this. And
お仕
that
事だ
way Merlin will do some decent damage
そう
against
どう
Nobu.
か
我が剣にて敵を
Okay,
なお
straight up. Oh, nice. She guarded it. So now Nobu's gonna NP.
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか
Everyone's got invul. Now this one, I can
危機は気は乗らないの
I can
スパッ
count
と切る
on
べち
BeniEnma killing Okita on that because she has class advantage. Even with no buffs, she should do what, at least 60k.
流し命は取りませ
And I
ん
think she has some buffs.
その二枚舌は許しませんつづらの道行きこれにて閉廷
That wasn't 60k. I'm a little surprised there because I thought I saw her
そ
do
の下
over
三枚
30k
殺すべち
without class advantage. There must be something I was missing. Maybe she had some buffs earlier,
世界に屍を晒すがよい
or maybe she has some
これが
debuffs
魔
now
王
that I
の
wasn't
三
aware
段
of.
撃ちじゃ私が止めない
Oh right, also Nobu has a lot of hits on her NP, which means we get a lot of NP out of it. Oh, she doesn't have class advantage here? Oh, saber on saber, you're right. Shit. I was just, yeah. Okay. I was blanking, I guess, completely on that. Oh shit, she doesn't. For whatever reason, I was thinking that she was an archer.
装填します
But you're right, it's a saber on saber.
時短
So yeah, that's the big thing I was missing.
スパッと切るべち
Alright, so it's not gonna take that many more hits to kill Nobu
ごめん
at this point. Just gonna...
頑張るで
いいとも
スパッと切るべちごめん
Just cleaning up. 16 turns. Probably could have done it faster if I'd gone in with a team that I planned on. Like, if I knew which enemies were coming, but... whatever, I just wanted to go in, get it taken care of, went in blind, and got to use my shiny new BeniEnma. That's nice. I will be reading this story stuff off stream at some point. After, well, maybe during the event when I'm kind of chilling and not farming the event. Because this event is not a lottery event. It's not,
私たちを取り巻く状況も
I'm not
小
in
さ
a
なことか
super
らコ
time
ツコツ
crunch
と
to just keep
興味
farming.
を覚え
And
たの
what's
ですが
this
今
here?
までいくつくらいのかけらを集めてきたのでしょうか
So we got some rewards. Oops, I sized. Okay, there we go, that's better. And we got this Demon Boar command code.
先輩
Okay, so I'm pretty sure we got this in NA, because I recall getting that command code.
よ
And I'm guessing I don't
そ
have
ろ
it
そろ
in
クエストに戻る
KR. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really found a use for that command code in my NA account. I'm not sure what servants really it'll be good to have curse on, because I don't think there's any servants that buff curse like curse damage. Alright, so we got the bug here. So let me just barely switch this, and I'm gonna go to my settings and let's set the location off. No. Location. Shouldn't be. There's just the date and time. Select time zone. Now, where I live is -5, so Seoul is, I believe, +7. +9 actually. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Right. So now, according to this, it is Monday, 10:42 a.m. It's still frozen, but let's see what happens if I restart the app. Well, if I restart the app, it'll work again, of course. So I won't be able to check right now if this fixed it, but I'll be able to find out the next time I quit from a quest in the event, which I'll be doing soon because I'll be doing a quest. I want to burn all my AP on stream, and then I guess I'll call it a stream. I'll probably have hit right around 3 hours at that point, and that's about as long as I like to keep my streams. Yeah. So, let's see. I guess I want to do all of these before tomorrow's reset, which I haven't unlocked the Phoenix room yet. Oh, I've unlocked these, and just gonna check. So this must be the male one. Male servants one drops the bronze, and I need to bring saber lancers and rulers. Saber lancers. If anyone has a BeniEnma, that'd be good. So I'd rather bring him than a waiver because of the bonus. Oh yeah, I can't bring BeniEnma, she's female. So it's her event. Guess I could bring him even though his NP doesn't do damage. Charges NP, and instead of waiver, a saber, lancers, and rulers. He's pretty good, but oh yeah, that's a archer, so I should bring lancers. Really focus on lancers. I do have Li Shuen, and let's put this guy. Oh, and actually, right now I can put him in the way back. Got one Maximate broken. Here. I'll switch that. I think this is a good setup. Yeah, if worst comes to worst, Shi Huangdi can take care of business. But I'm expecting him not to be needed. Because behind him is a saber in an all archer node, and that's not likely to go well. And I do hope to extract all the Saint Quartz I can out of Proto Arthur by keeping him in the back line, even though he's a 5-star, which of course takes up a lot of cost. So I figure I'll get him up to Bond 9 and then just dump him. Maybe I'll get him all the way up to Bond 10 so I get his Bond CD at least. Then I might burn him actually, that might be fun. Burning a 5-star servant. But to be honest, I probably won't. But just in case he gets a buff down the line. Because if he gets a strengthening quest, that means I get a free Saint Quartz out of it. So for that reason alone, he'd be worth keeping around. For one Saint Quartz. Nice. Li Shuen's got his NP up. Li Shuen was, for the longest time, my only golden Lancer on this account. And for that reason, I had him I had his arts buffing skill, which is also the same as his Pierce Invul skill, actually. I leveled that all the way up to 10, this skill. Use the lore on it, level 10. Because I felt I needed it. I needed my Golden Lancer to be as powerful as possible. Of course, since then I've been lucky enough to pull Tamamo Lancer and Vlad Lancer, of course, who's here. And also Medusa Lily, who I have NP2. And I've decided to grail up to level 90. Because even though she's somewhat weak, well, to be honest, because her attack is so low, that means that the roughly 1000 extra attack she gets from the level 80 to level 90, in terms of percentage, is higher than somebody whose attack's already fairly high. And because she has multi-MP levels, she's able to do some decent single target damage. That said, she's still not as good as an NP1 Tamamo Lancer, I'll be honest. Especially against males. But Anna is also just adorable, and I love her. And she deserves all the head pats, and to be honest, all the grails. She is one of a few candidates for level 100 treatment on my Korean account. Especially since I am still hoping for... Or like, I still feel a little lacking in terms of my single target Lancers. So if I grail her up to 100 and her being at NP2, again, she's not gonna be a monster or anything, but she should be fairly powerful. Excellent. So now Vlad Lancer should be able to kill David, even though David's not evil. Vlad Lancer's first skill provides a pretty hefty buff, and his second skill also provides a very hefty buff. Actually, it might have been better to use the arts chain here, but that's okay. The mobs I can probably take care of with face cards instead of enemies. It's really, I want to kill David ASAP. NP wasn't enough. Okay, with the Brave Chain, let's try making some crit stars. Oh, right, he can charge up his NP. In that case, that should clear it, because Ben McCool, you know, he's not a bad servant, all things considered, to be honest. He's a decent AoE 4-star. Oh, he didn't do it. He didn't manage to. He didn't even manage to kill David? Okay, I guess because he's NP1. And he didn't have any buffs. I should have used this buff. Which I'm using now that there's no arts card up for him, but it's gonna end on this turn anyway. Alright, so now let's do the female version. Female version is silver currency, and I should bring Archer, Caster, Avenger, Foreigner, Moon Cancer. Okay, Foreigner and Moon Cancer. I have female of both of those, but I guess Archer would be the best here. I can bring Tamamo. And I can also bring BeniEnma, because she's female, and she provides a generic drop buff for everything. Let's do that. I'll just put her in the back because she's not a friend. That means I don't have a female Avenger, but I can bring, well, female archers like her. Oh, I guess I can bring her along. Mosh is always an option if I'm running low on cost. He's the only 3-star archer that I know of. Caster. Are there any female 2-star caster? Well, there are female 3-star or star casters. One. But I am running out of cost. Place this with the CE. I'm just thinking I could bring an arts. Yeah, I can actually bring her along. So they're both arts servants. So they synergize well with Tamamo. Even though, of course, neither of them are concubine the same way as Asagami Fujino is. But I figure now Fujino, she gets plenty of love from me in other areas. So especially for challenge quests, because quite frankly, she's a challenge quest queen. Maybe even a challenge quest goddess. She is so good at those.
いいわ。教育してあげましょう。
And not so great for farming, to be honest, because she doesn't have an NP charge skill.
恵みとなら
Her main use in farming is really just that she's powerful. So she can clear big single target enemies very easily. But other than that, yeah. Also, I should have used their buffs because with Tamamo on the field, if I use Tamamo's NP, then it just
内緒ですよ。
reduces the cooldown, so why not, right?
私のイルカは
Yeah,
勇
yeah,
敢で
let's
すよ。
try buffing the hell out of John's
あな
arts.
たは清め
Let's
た
see
の。
what I can- yeah.
やーとっておきのクルーズを。
So Tamamo, she won't get her NP up, but she'll do a decent job.
憂いなく。
And if I get an arts chain next turn with Tamamo's cards,
清らかな歌よ。
then I'd be able to get her NP up, and that'd be good. Let's see, so John got 60% back, so if I didn't use her second skill there, I could have looped one turn. But that's okay, I wasn't trying to do looping. Okay, I'm actually not sure if Tamamo's Brave Chain here is enough to charge her NP fully, because her NP gain is so notoriously bad.
豊足原に憂いなく。天罰。
Yeah, that Buster did nothing in terms of NP. Okay, she didn't even need the extra. Alright, so with her, Tamamo's art NP now, I think I can count on... I was gonna say I can count on Jean to get her NP up, but without an arts card for Jean, Jean would need to generate 5% NP. So even a quick card might have been able to do it. But because Tamamo's NP only gives 25% NP charge per servant, Jean needs to create 5 more by herself. And I think even if she gets hit once, that's not enough. Maybe twice might be enough. But I guess I do have Helena's NP up, so I could go ahead and use that. Oh, I shouldn't have used that because it's wasted. I just used it by default because
行きましょう。
I was thinking I should use skills because this is a Tamamo team, and whenever you're running a team with Tamamo, generally you want to be trigger happy when it comes to using skills, because if you don't end up using a
進
skill,
行方向に障害物
you,
支援お願
you
い
can just end up wasting that cooldown time. Not. That's one thing about Helena. She is not very powerful at all. Archer Helena just. What is it? Caster Helena is arguably more powerful
さてさて
with the second skill. If the
豊足原に
NP damage buff on it lands, her NP is actually very
豊足
powerful.
原に憂いなく
I just wish her second skill scaled the NP damage instead of the NP damage being flat and the percentage scaling up with the skill.
頑張ってね
Because even at 100%, it doesn't, or even at level 10, the odds of that, the percentage of that skill landing is not 100, which is kind of annoying. So even when you max her out, you have to rely on RNG.
内緒ですよ内緒です
Actually,
よ
let's use
眩しいですよ
Helena's arts card, because that way Helena will get some of her NP up.
聖なる様光の海清らかな歌い
Although actually, if I used Tamamo's NP, Helena's first skill would have come off cooldown next turn, and I could have used that to charge her NP instead.
どうかしら
And of course, Tamamo's NP would have provided another 25% on top of that.
頑張ってねみんな集まって
So, I'm pretty sure
でございますね
Helena's NP is going to be enough to take care of this.
さーて進行方向に障害物
But let's see, maybe I should bring Ishtar, because quite frankly, Archer Helena just does not do that much damage, and Ishtar does. She does a lot of damage, even though she doesn't quite synergize as well with Tamamo. Tamamo can only buff one person's arts at a time anyway. Oh, I should have used Tamamo's first skill for the NP buff as well. I keep forgetting that she got that buff now, that now her first skill allows her to help out farming quite a bit, even though she still doesn't have a straight up NP charge skill. Now, I would like to open up the Phoenix room. Not sure which one it is here, but oh yeah, it's the one with the phoenix feather as the reward. Of course it is. Which means I should run the thicket. Because the male and female onsen does not drop
少しずつ変わってきているような慣れた頃ほど
So, I guess I'll run the thicket. And yeah, I just noticed this game did not freeze after I logged up, after I finished that fight. So, there you have it. That's how you deal with that bug. Thank you again, Wave Master. You saved me quite a bit of time, actually. Like, a lot of time, if you think about it. Over the whole course of the event, that would have been a lot of time wasted. We got Rider and Berserker, and I want to bring Rider, Assassin, Berserker, Alter Ego. I can bring her. And I can also bring her. Guess I can bring her along. And instead of him, Mosh, of course, is an event servant. And another assassin would probably be good. I could bring Shiki, but let's use Jack. And him, I don't want there because I want a rider or an assassin or a berserker, so I could put in Minamoto no Raiko because I'm still working on her bond. Just got her recently. Yeah, so after I do this run, I will be out of AP on my Korean account, so I guess I will call it a stream at that point. I'll probably use some apples on this account tomorrow so that I get fully caught up. Basically, every single day I want to, before the reset, I feel like I want to unlock literally every single building thing that's available. And I have fallen behind, so I figure I'll never be able to catch up, but I want to stay as far, or I want to stay, yeah, up to speed as much as possible. So even if it means using apples early on and then kind of not playing the game much later on, I think I'd rather do it that way. Because they did give us 21 apples for the new year. And on Korea, they're giving us even more apples on top of that every single day. They're giving us another, at least one apple, if not two, and same quartz. So I am not hurting for apples even after the recent lottery event. Which I guess means maybe I should have spent more bronze apples on the lottery event. I spent literally every gold and silver apple I had, but I decided I wanted to keep at least a few hundred bronze apples around, but maybe I should have just gone down to 0 on that. Because there are so many gold apples that we've gotten since. Let's do that. Get Semiramis's NP up. I was thinking of using Shuten Doji's quick card to help her get her NP up, but Shuten Doji has arts cards that I should probably just rely on for next turn. And I can have Semiramis NP here. So I don't think this will be enough to get Shuten Doji's NP up, but it should help. Maybe I can get it up next turn. Oh wait, if I have the Mystic Code, the new Mystic Code from the new year, then I'll be able to charge her NP next turn anyway. I keep forgetting that I should use the Mystic Code for the NP charge. Just because I'm not used to using that Mystic Code, you know? The new one. Right, I might have gotten a Lanugos for there. Hope so. Yep, I did use that Mystic Code. It's the attack. Alright, that should do it. And I might, yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be able to open up the Phoenix room after that, but we'll see. Damn, that's so much damage. She did about 80k per? I guess, yeah, that she probably owes a lot to the bond, or the Mystic Code buff. Yeah, that must be a pretty hefty buff, because Jack just did almost 200k against a non-female enemy. Against the male enemy, specifically. Okay, 64 I don't think is enough. Not sure, but I'll check. Oh wait, yeah. With the store, I still need to farm more of the gold currency, so maybe I'll focus on that next, so that I get all 4 of the event CEs. But let's see. Yeah, I need 100 of those, so yeah, I'll run this again to open up the Phoenix room. Wait, actually, what drops in the Phoenix. Yeah, and then I'll run the Phoenix room to collect the gold currency. That makes sense. And then I'll have enough gold currency to collect all the event CEs. But anyway, yeah, I think that'll be all for my stream today. It's been fantastic. I got, at least in the FGO portion, I did manage to get BeniEnma. I feel very, very happy about that. Like, very happy. And the gacha gods have continued to smile on me this year. Feeling pretty good. My Genshin Impact, I've basically finished off the event, so got that, and I did get a new constellation on my official, so feeling good about that. Very good stream overall. So I think the next time I don't know if I'll stream Tuesday, but if I don't, you know, next time would have to be a Thursday at the earliest. I'm not sure. But yeah, anyway, that's it for this week. Everyone, hope everyone has as good luck in their gacha as I did, and have a good rest of the weekend or rest of the week if it's Monday already. And thank you for coming, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.